All right, good morning, good night, good evening, my motherfucking royals. Confidence and sincere today. And this message is going to be a little bit different. Where the fuck is my lighter at? So as you know, it is the new year. Wow, Jordan. Marvelous observation. I know, I really stupefy myself sometimes. You have no idea. But I was meditating and spirit was like, hey, yo, new year, new me, right? And I was like, yeah. Well, not for me, but like for everybody else, yeah. Like new year, new them, right? Like they're actually gonna, start doing all this shit. And I was absolutely stupefied to hear that so many of you still are not fucking meditating. 101 still are not fucking meditating every day, bro. Like there is a need for like a little bit of like ritual. 111, as I'm saying that, there's a need for like a little bit of ritual in your life, bro. Like I understand like it's not the most like opportune to like meditate, but you could literally meditate like any point from like 5 minutes to up. Shit, you could technically meditate for just a few minutes here and there. But like there just needs to be some more effort, it feels like. And if you're somebody who's sticking to the guns, who's already doing all this shit, then fucking keep scrolling, bro. But if you're not, then we got some shit to talk about. We have some serious shit to talk about. Like one of the main things that's coming through is like a need for like ritual. 202, a need for a ritual. And I guess I'll share this. So like every morning, I was just talking to my buddy about this the other day. Every morning, I meditate in the bath, usually, and meditating in water, it feels better, especially because 222, God works through water, and so afterwards, or just even during the meditation, I just feel like so much more connected than I would just meditating normally. But then afterwards, because he was asking me if I was baptized the other day, and I was like, well, yes, I am baptized, but I also like technically baptize myself every morning in like a weird sense. I don't know, it's all about your ritual, right? So after I'm done meditating, I usually like take my headphones out and I fucking like sit, like how like the Muslims pray, they usually get on their knees and they go forward. So I pretty much do that. So I pinch my nose, right? And I put my forehead on the bottom of the tub, and then I pull the drain. And I basically say, every morning you wake me up. You don't have to. Every day you allow my heart to continue beating. You can stop it whenever you want. And every day you allow me to take breath, and you could stop me from breathing at any point in time. And then I say, like, I fully submit to you. And then I basically try to hold my breath as long as I can, while the water drains out. 333. And I don't know. I mean, you don't physically have to do that. That's just something that I do every single day, personally. Even if I don't like meditate in the actual water and I end up just taking a shower, then I'll still, pretty much do that. And so it feels like there's a lot of stuff going on. We know last year, 2023, there was a lot of moving pieces. We know Spirit was trying to make sure that a lot of things in our life, a lot of things on the stage would be set, right? And so it can, I mean, I know it gets pretty tough from like at certain times to be able to actually sit and meditate and shit. Like I had my friend's three kids, and like it was difficult, I will say, but I mean, I still managed to get in that fucking shit. Granted, I didn't have to work while I was here besides with them. But I mean, y'all can fucking do it. Y'all can meditate. Y'all can take the time. Y'all can do it. 444. There's been an angel number on every minute, in case y'all are wondering. Also, the thing that has been sticking out to me, especially today, was this air of like perfectionism needing to like change. You really have to realize that you are pretty much at the mercy of whatever you believe in, right? But you're pretty much at the mercy of the universe, and nothing's going to turn out exactly how you want it to. For instance, I wore all white today. I was hoping to get a nice clean outfit. I did my laundry last night, and I went to pull this shirt out of the dryer, and I fucking got some shit on it, and I was like, great. Then I tried to fucking iron it so that it would look good for my reading, and it is all, like, no matter how many times I ironed it, it just kept creasing up, so I was like, all right, fuck it. I was going to wear my bucket that I had gotten, but as y'all see, it is like all sorts of fucked up. There you go for all my motherfucking people with alien DNA. Oh, and then I painted my fucking nails, and my black one that I had on this one, like I got in the bath, or no, yeah, like I painted it and I was about to get in the bath, and I looked and half of the nail was just gone. And I was like, what in the actual fuck? So then I take a shower and I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, it's not too bad. Like, it's just like a little piece missing. So it's like black, and then you can see my skin or whatever underneath it. So I was like, it actually doesn't look that bad. I finished like taking a shower and shit, getting ready. I looked down at my hand and it's completely gone. And I was like, my shit is fucking uneven now. And then I was like, wait, I'm going to paint it white. I was like, I'm going to fucking paint it white. So then I came over here and pulled a card, and I got to pull it white, right? So releasing that need for everything to be perfect is pretty essential coming into this 2024. And so all of these cards that I will be pulling from this zombie tarot deck today will be something that needs to be done, maintained, or they're like done or maintained for this upcoming year. Creator, shine down on me with a pillar of light that extends 50 feet in all directions. I also ask that you allow no trickster spirits, any low vibrational energies, entities, aliens, ETs to interfere with this message. You and only you assist me in giving this message to the collective. I also ask that you fill my vessel and the surrounding space with every color angelic flame, and transmute any negative energy into positive energy for my benefit. I also ask that you cover all of my bodies across all timelines and dimensions in a 12-layer, 12-dimensional shield of light. We'll say and darkness. Ooh, 12-dimensional light and darkness. From the beginning of time till the loop back around. Off rip, y'all already know what I'm about to say. Meditate, meditate, meditate. If y'all aren't fucking sticking to the guns with meditation. All right, so it seems that there needs to be an extreme emphasis on seeing through the illusions. Not just seeing through the illusions that, you know, the enemy is going to try to project over you, most certainly. But, you know, a lot of us are expecting you know, things to come in 2024, right? Love, career, finance, opportunities, that kind of thing, right? It's going to be very, very, very important for you to use that crown, use that third eye, trust your intuition, and really feel out all options that are on the table moving forward, because this is like, 2024 is like a chess match, right? 2024 is a time where you need to think very, very strategically about the moves, right? So a lot of us in 2023, we were doing what? We were planting seeds, right? Because you can't make anything happen unless you plant a seed. So we were planting seeds, right? A lot of us were doing shadow work. A lot of us were, you know, going through that spiritual awakening, like the journey, you know, all of that shit, right? To prepare us for what is to come. So when it comes to illusions, when it comes to fucking, anything being presented to you, you need to account, like, take all options into consideration. You need to look at everything with a close eye. And if something feels even the slightest bit off, peace. Bam. The Eight of Pentacles. So, I mean, I had already known that, like, a lot of people, because, I mean, it happens every year, right? Every year you start off the year, people make a bunch of, you know, declarations. I'm going to do that, 10-10. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to change. I'm going to do all this stuff. And what happens? They're into it for most of them not even a month before they give up, right? So if you stuck to your guns in 2023, kudos to you, but it is time to stick to the guns. We talk about self-development. We could talk about a lot of things here, but what needs to be focused on a lot in 2024 is your craft, your passions, developing, right? So, you know, if you're going out for some sort of business license or something, do it. If you're trying to finish your degree or something, do it. If you're working on music, do it. If you're working on art, do it. If you're fucking writing a book, fucking do it. And I just saw a video where this chick was like, just be like Nike and just do it. Just fucking do it, right? So you need to stick to your guns when it comes to self-development. Also, it brings me to 1111. If anybody does not support your goals, dreams, aspirations, if anybody does not fucking back you up, if somebody is not in your corner, if somebody even like hints at what you're like shooting for, which should be the stars, if anybody even hints that it's like unachievable, unattainable, then you need to be unreachable to that person. You need to cut them out of your fucking life, because you only have time and room in your life for people that are going to support you. Six of Swords. I mean, so 6, 7, 8 could be significant, or 8, 7, 6, seeing as that is, yeah, that's what we have on the board, 6, 7, 8. But like moving away from people, places, things. Like Jordan, I'm just so bored. I'm so lonely on the healing journey, on the starseed journey. There's so many karmics around me. It's so hard not to talk to them because I'm just so lonely and bored. And yeah, I fucking know, bro. How do you think I feel? I know it fucking sucks. We're lonely, we're bored, we don't want, like, we have nobody to talk to, so we entertain karmics from time to time. That needs to stop. It needs to stop. If you recognize something as, oh, I need to sail away from this, including bad habits, people, you know, if you're someone who partakes in the greenery and, you know, you wake up first thing and you do that and you do it all day and it's preventing you from accomplishing your goals, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it that much, bro. If you know, if you're doing anything, if anything, in particular that is not like vital to your like living, is stopping you from achieving goals, pushing forward, doing what you need to do, cutting off things that you need to cut off from, then you should probably move away from whatever that is. But keep that in mind, people, places, things. You know, like I'm personally, like, I asked the creator for a specific sign, like me, and like once I get that sign, I am closing the door to my past. Like, there is a certain time frame, a certain like time stamp that I put on the timeline, and once I get this like signal from the creator, I'm closing that door and I'm never looking back. I'm sorry if you're from my past and you try to come forward, or like you try to fucking like talk to me or some shit, I'm probably not even gonna know who you are. You're probably gonna get hit if you're not blocked. If you're not blocked and you try to message me, I'm gonna be like, who the fuck are you? Like, oh shit, we knew each other? No, it couldn't have been me. You're probably thinking about the wrong person. So like, y'all gotta do whatever you gotta do. Protecting the peace. The Eight of Swords. So you need to ensure that you're partaking in, I don't know why good health comes to mind. Good health. You know, you are what you eat. I just saw that documentary or whatever the fuck TV show on Netflix yesterday. And so like if you're eating shit, you know, you're eating McDonald's and shit 24/7, you're fucking going to fast food, you're eating a bunch of greasy fucking shit all the time, you are not going to be like in the space where you want to be mentally. People don't realize like your diet actually has like a profound effect on how you feel. So y'all know, after I went to go get my shit from Florida, and I got back up here, I fucking I stopped eating meat. So I did a week straight, no eating meat. I was only pretty much eating like fruit and vegetables. And with like either collagen or like protein powder. And then I had done a like a 36-hour fast, and then I ended up caving because I really wanted seafood, and 36 hours I was fucking starving. And so I ended up getting seafood, and then after that, again, I went back to just straight plants and vegetables. And the other day, I tried to order a fucking a chicken quesadilla, and I like took a bite of it and started chewing it, and it felt so disgusting. It felt so wrong. I almost threw up. But I completely forgot why I even mentioned that. But since I have only been eating like fruits and vegetables and shit, like I have felt fucking amazing. Like people will say, oh, like I switched to vegetarian and I feel like shit and all this shit. I do not have that problem whatsoever. I feel fucking amazing. But like I said, you also need to make sure that you're around people, places, things that are good for your mental health. If you find that you are, around people or persons or whatever, and you feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells, you feel like I love that, like mental imprisonment. You feel like you're in a prison, you feel like you're stuck, then you do not need to be there. If you feel like you can't be your most authentic self around people, those people have no business being in your energy, being in your life, like whatever. Like y'all know me, I am my most authentic self 24/7. So if I like say or do something and I can see it's not resonating with someone, nice, cool to meet you, like cool to meet you, nice to meet you, like I'll probably never talk to you again. That's just the way it is, right? So make sure your mental health is staying up there. Your mental health is staying, you're keeping that as like a top priority, your mental health. The Page of Wands. So, I mean, I had already talked about like spiritual stuff. But if you are someone who's like, tapped in, you have some gifts or whatever, maybe you don't have gifts, or maybe you do have gifts, you just haven't unlocked them yet, right? 2024 is definitely the year to take your fucking gifts and abilities seriously. If you can already channel, then you should be trying to work on, the next level, either getting to the Akashic records or, straight channeling without using any like tarot tools or anything like that. Which I mean, you don't have to, because I mean, like it just makes it easier, right? But, yeah, like either trying to get into the Akashic records, maybe try mediumship, like that kind of stuff, like anything that is going to continuously like boost your power. And like the other thing is, like I've said it before, like as a spiritual being, like meditation is like your food and water. If you are not meditating, if you're not sleeping right, your spiritual powers, your connection to source, all of that's gonna fucking suffer. 1818, as I was saying, that all of it's gonna suffer if you are not meditating. Like you have to fucking meditate. You have to fucking meditate. So taking your spirituality, which I already get a lot of you do take it seriously, but a lot of y'all really need to like hone in on that. The next thing, the Four of Wands. So like your peace, right? You should try your best to be living in a constant state of bliss, of happiness. You should be in a constant state of, life is a dream and nobody can tell me otherwise. Even if like your car breaks down, or even if you get into like an argument with someone or something, like nothing should be able to like take down your peace. You should be living. Honestly, I wish I had the Nine of Cups, because it just flashed in my mind how like she's sitting in the bunker and she looks like she's on a beach. Like if that's what you have to do, if mentally you have to put yourself on a fucking beach every single day, all day, fucking do it. Because you should just be living this like nice, tranquil, almost like celebratory. So like if it should feel like life is a celebration, even if shit's not going the right way. It could always be worse. So, and then a lot of times, sometimes we get things that we actually asked for. Like I was thinking about like my current situation, how I have to leave, and I was like, how many nights did I sit here and fucking just be like, fucking creator, fucking get me away from here, get me away from here. Well, I got exactly what I fucking wanted. I got exactly what I fucking wanted. The Five of Pentacles. So if you are someone who has money problems, then you need to be taking very, very 2020, very, 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 very special care. 2024, as I was looking up. 2020, you need to take very special care in managing your funds. If you are somebody who constantly finds yourself perhaps spending more than you should, or because I know I used to be there all the time, I would be like, I need to save this money, but like, I want this, like money's going to come back. Like if you know you have to save it for something, then you should probably save it for something. It also I feel like allocating funds, like putting your money into places like wisely, as opposed to something that's going to just give you like a thrill or make you feel good at the moment. You know, it could be invested into something that's going to give you like a long-lasting benefit. Two of Wands. So I am actually guilty of this. This one is definitely speaking to me, like planning. And I know like for if you live in total surrender like I do, then you physically can't plan much, because like I could be sitting here right now and then, you know, the creator could be like, Jordan, pack your shit, we're leaving right now. And I'd be like, all right, fuck. Like, you know, so it does make planning a little hard when you're just living in full surrender. But that doesn't mean you still can't, you know, be hungry comes to mind. It doesn't mean that you still can't, you know, have like a direction that you want to go. This year I have 0 New Year's resolutions. I wasn't really attracted to the idea of making any New Year's resolutions, but I also just didn't really give a fuck, because I was like looking back at last year and I'm like, everything that I like resoluted last year, I fucking did. I stuck to my guns. I quit vaping. I fucking turned my fucking life around. I fucking feel amazing. 22, like I feel fucking good. I did exactly what I wanted to. No New Year's resolutions for me, because I mean, I already know like shit's gonna get taken care of. But anyway, so yeah, so the need for maybe like actually writing out what you want to see, writing out your plans, your goals, stuff like that. Maybe even like journaling a little bit, just so you know like which direction that you want to take. And you know, everybody's different. You know, some people have to journal for their manifestations to come through. I physically just think of them, but you know, everybody is different. So definitely put a little bit of extra energy and effort into planning. The Hierophant. I already talked about putting energy and effort into spirituality, but let's read in here and see if... Interesting. Truth, advice, and education. The truth can be hard to swallow, especially if you're... All right, so if this is resonating with you with this Hierophant, you need to work on your throat chakra. If this is resonating, then you probably are somebody who still... And I get the sense that like there are people that do have like strong boundaries, but still you're letting certain people like walk all over you, or like you're afraid to say certain things. 24, you're like afraid to say certain things. If this part is resonating with you, then in 2024 you need to have that energy of speaking your fucking mind, being very, very, very not just speaking your mind, but speaking the truth, like speaking your truth, right? And like it comes down to it, like sometimes people will say like, oh, like you're rude, you're being an asshole. And while that might be the case, you can call me an asshole all you want, but I guarantee you what I just said to trigger you was, well, I was speaking my truth, bro. Like, so I'm not gonna get butthurt. I'm not gonna feel bad. If me speaking my truth triggers anyone, and you shouldn't either, right? Because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to speak our truth. All right, what else do we got going on? I fuck with this. Your hard work is paying off, but don't lose sight of the road that brought you here. Perform due diligence. So next we have the Chariot. So it feels like with the Chariot coming out, you need to really make sure that you're not being halted anywhere, right? Because like it's like on the spiritual journey, you like you come to obstacles, and then like there's a roadblock, and then you figure out how to get over that, and then there's another one, and then pretty much you just keep doing the same thing, right? We're just continuously elevating, right? And so what you need to do is you need to make sure that you're not staying stagnant. This year there were a couple times where I got like, because it's easy to get frustrated, you know what I mean? Like there were a couple times where like I got frustrated with the journey, and I was like, you know what, fuck this. Like I didn't sign up for this. There was a couple times where I was like, fuck this, dude, this is bullshit. Like whether it be frustrated from me not having like love, or frustrated from me just getting pissed off that I had to deal with a certain situation or something like that. But there's a need to like just keep moving forward. And that's why I say like look towards everything in your reality, look towards every single thing that happens as some sort of test. And if you get in the habit of doing that, sure, there will be a lot of things that you realize happen that are not tests, that are stuff just randomly happening. But then you'll start noticing that there are tests, and you'll realize also is that it's not just the creator that's testing you, right? It's not just the light that's testing you, but the darkness is testing you as well. And so you're taking two tests at the same time, right? The creator is testing you to make sure that you've learned from the past, is testing you to make sure that you are what you're feeling and everything like that. And the darkness is testing you to see if they can find like a little slip, right? If they can capitalize on that momentary loneliness that you're feeling or something like that. And it's easy. It's very, very easy on the spiritual journey, like I said, to be so fucking bored and lonely, and then like a fucking karmic interseeing fucking karmic, and you're like, oh my God, like, and like, yeah, this person could be like a soulmate or something, but they're in karmic energy, so you need to type shit, but you might keep them around a little bit longer, 28, because you're not doing shit. So just keep moving forward, and it's I saw that before I even started the reading. So it's funny that we're talking about people coming in, because the Two of Cups. So I had already suspected, right, like there'd be a lot of unions upcoming, especially with how Spirit really wanted me to like hammer in like love readings. I mean, that's usually what I do the most part. Spirit really wanted me to hammer in those love readings, right? And now the Two of Cups talks about that partnership, the mutual attraction. A lot of people, there's a twin flame card or a soulmate card. But I would say that with what I was getting into, you really, really, really need to be discerning when it comes to possible matches for you, possible love interests. Nice. There's that need for perfection. Fucking bitch. So you really need to evaluate the people, right? And I mean, you don't have to, give everybody a chance or whatever. Like, I mean, y'all know me. Like, You know, I have people shoot their shot with me all the time. And, you know, I'm not rude. I'm not like a dick or anything. I'll feel it out. I'll feel the energy, see what's going on. And then if it's not, you know, shit, then I keep it moving. I'm not going to stay stagnant type shit. Right. But I'm also not going to fall into one of those tricks from the fucking enemy, and y'all aren't going to either. I have faith in you. So, I also feel like with the Two of Cups coming out, I'm seeing the Devil card, is that you need to really, really, really be able to differentiate lust from love, because, you know, a lot of times lust will draw you into a connection, and a lot of times people mistake that feeling for love, and then, you know, once that fades, then some fuckery starts. So just be cognizant. Standing in your fucking power, the strength, right? So you definitely 100% need to be standing in your power regardless. Standing in your strength, standing in your fucking boundaries. Like if you're still letting people walk all over you and shit at this point, like what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like what the fuck are you doing? There's no time, no place for that. And you have to look at it like this, right? So you enact your firm boundaries, you enact your strong boundaries, right? We're trying to change the world, right? And so the more like-minded people, the more change starts happening. Well, if we all start sticking to our guns, what do you think is gonna happen eventually? If we all just start sticking to our guns, we all start cutting out all the devil energy, all that shit. Well, soon there's gonna be two distinct sides. There already is two distinct sides, but it's going to be all of us light beings, and we're pretty much going to shun all the darkness. And so at that point, then the people on the other side are going to be like, wait, I'm just stuck with a bunch of people like me, and all these people want to do is devil shit. This is ridiculous. So then what's going to happen? They're going to want to transition over. People are going to be looking at you in that love connection and being like, my love connection sucks. I don't even like love this person anymore. Like, but I'm still here and I feel stuck. But over there, they seem so like liberated and free, and it almost feels like God has like sanctioned what they have. Bro, I'm telling you, y'all are strength. Like, you need to, if you're somebody who like struggles in the like with confidence, right? We have this confidence thing come out, this confidence incense. If you are somebody who struggles with like self-confidence, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, well, like first and foremost, get rid of your ego as fast as possible, because once you get rid of the idea that, you know, you're a human and, you know, all this stuff is wrong with you, a lot of stuff goes away. Like for me, for instance, like I think of myself and I think of my spirit. I think of myself in the higher dimensions. I don't even think of who I am down here, which is why like my face could be blistered up. Like I would not give a fuck. I would still get on here and put on these messages, because I know that my external is no reflection of who I am on the inside, and you should know that too, right? So also like, just try to think of yourself in like a more positive light. A lot of times when I like am sitting there and I try to like boost myself up or gas myself up, a lot of times I'll picture me like in the mental space, like going Super Saiyan, and there's just like fucking intense light, just fucking blinding, like shining everywhere. I'll like picture like getting little like boost ups, but then again, I also talk to the creator. So definitely strengthen that connection if you haven't already. But honestly, did not think this video was going to be this long. I was honestly going to just cut it at like 10 minutes, but here we are now at, what did I say? That there was going to be a lot of new opportunities. There's going to be a lot of chances to keep pushing it forward, a lot of opportunities to take a leap of faith, but also, yeah, opportunity, chances to take leaps of faith. Be careful, do your due diligence. Fuck, 34 as I was saying that. But don't be afraid because of past situations to take leaps that you feel are in your best interest, right? Don't be afraid to go for it, is what I'm getting. Because, like, for instance, if you're somebody who like for me, for instance, I used to be the type of person who, like, I would do the same shit all the time, right? Go to work, come home, might play video games. If I'm not playing video games, I put like a TV show, a random TV show, Futurama, Lucifer, like, but generally it would be like something that I had already watched like a million times. People could hit me up and be like, yo, you trying to go out? And be like, nah, I'm busy. Just sit at home, not doing anything. Do not fucking do that. I feel like this is the year, right? And so you think about what the enemy wants. The enemy wants you at home, glued to a fucking screen. The enemy does not want you out and about in the real world, because the more you connect to the real world, the more you connect to other people, the more you connect to God. And obviously, the Matrix doesn't want that. The Matrix wants you acting like a mindless zombie, just doing your whole TV, TikTok, YouTube, whatever, phase, or whatever, zombie mode. Hilarious. The Six of Wands. 2024, you will not accept defeat. You will never quit. You will never leave a fallen comrade. No, I'm just fucking with you. You will not accept defeat in 2024, bro. I am fucking telling you right fucking now. You will not accept defeat. You will accomplish everything that you put your mind to, and you will, like, how Eminem is like, I bully myself when I make me do what I put my mind to. If you have to fucking bully yourself into achieving your fucking dreams, getting the success that you deserve, I'm all for it, bro. Fucking bully the fuck out of yourself. Because I do it all the fucking time. All the fucking time. And, like, people might think you're weird. People might think, like, whatever, bro. Like, that dude is weird. He's talking to himself right now. Like, yeah, well, I think it's weird that you don't talk to yourself, so... But yeah, make sure that you are sticking to your guns. If you say you're going to do something, do it. And really, 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 like, do not take failure for an option. I have a few images in my mind, and God damn it, those shits are going to happen. Like, my fucking union, my success, 3737, that shit is happening this year, one way or another. I do not give a flying fuck. Okay. First and foremost, the Ace of Wands. I am going to go ahead and take a look at this booklet here. Damn, I still feel really good. I might have to record another video after this. Shit, I don't even have enough space. Who am I kidding? New tasks, motivation, and energy. We literally just covered that. You need to make sure that you are maintaining high energy, and to do that, what do you need to do? Eat healthy, meditate, get your sleep, all that fun shit, right? But make sure that you're, like, following through with the energy, right? If you're working on a project or something, don't fucking start off and then drop down, right? Carry that fucking momentum. If you're grinding, then, like, I know for a fact, not only are you going to see results, but, like, you're going to be recognized by someone, right? Or you're just going to be, it's like a cycle. You say you're going to do something, you stick to it, you keep at it with high energy, you feel good about what you're accomplishing, and it makes you want to do even better. It makes you want to keep going. That kind of shit, right? So the Queen of Swords, that honestly to me speaks a lot again about that, speaking your truth, and being steadfast, stand fast, whatever, in your boundaries. And I like how it, like, depicts her here. She's got a little trap, and she's got a little, kind of looks like an MP40, but also not at the same time. But it but the fact of the matter is she's not afraid to fuck somebody up at this point, right? And so that is where you need to be. You need to be in the space this year that if somebody thinks that they're about to fucking walk all over you, somebody thinks they're about to fucking run game on you, somebody thinks that they're about to fucking disrespect you or some shit, let it fly. Let it fucking fly. You know exactly what I mean. Now, I'm not saying go and start fucking fighting people and shit like that. That's not what I'm saying at all. But don't let people fucking walk all over you and shit. So we talked about, being very like observant when it comes to things around you. But also I feel like 2024 is going to be a good year for you to learn. It's going to be a very, very, very good year. So ask those questions, right? If you're, trying to do something, don't be afraid to like reach out to somebody and ask them some questions about, hey, how do you do this? Or like, do you know if I could get started? I know some people are douchebags and they like to gatekeep, certain shit. But like learning never, there's never a loss when it comes to obtaining information. There's never a loss when it comes to learning new things, right? So I say definitely make sure that you are taking any and every opportunity that you can to learn and apply that to your life this year. Fuck me. So 99 could be significant. So this is absolutely fucking hilarious. All right, so we had already talked about with the Nine of Swords coming out. We had already talked about, like I said, making sure that you're in good mental space, good company, right? Because this talks about that fear and anxiety, possibly nightmares. And so there is a Steve Nobel meditation for releasing fear and anxiety. It actually works really well. I know, you can't always control anxiety. It fucking worked amazing for me. I used it one time and I have not had anxiety since then. And I forget what it was that was like causing me anxiety in the first place, why I even did it. But like I used it and I was like, holy shit, like this is fucking wild. But so, again, like make sure that you're getting enough rest, make sure that you're keeping the right company, and make sure that, every aspect of your life is positively influencing your psyche. So again, the Nine of Wands talks about that courage, standing up for yourself, standing up for what's right, that kind of shit. We're not gonna, dive too much into this, but don't be afraid to fucking step up if you need to. Don't be afraid to step up for a position or something. If you're offered something and somebody's like, yo, like I want to see what you can do, fucking take it. Don't be like, I used to do that shit all the time. I'd be so modest. I'd be like, no, I can't do that. You should go for it. Bro, fucking step up and shoot your shot. So the next thing, I don't know why, idle hands or a devil's playground just comes into mind. There's nothing wrong with resting, but with the Five of Cups and the Four of Cups here, I feel like, and then the Ace of Swords was right after that. So I feel like there needs to be like a redefinition mentally when it comes to like being bored, because I feel like a lot of times we will sit here and we'll be just existing and we'll be like, I'm fucking bored, this sucks. And then we start just putting like a negative damper on a situation that wasn't negative to begin with. You might not be where you want to be, you might not be around who you want to be around, but it's not like it, sometimes it sucks, but you know what I mean, right? So I feel like with the Four of Cups, like mindset, because it talks about that apathy, that boredom. So I feel like mindset is really, really, really at play. Also, the need. I mean, I shouldn't have to fucking tell you, but shit, like you should not be crying over anything in 2024. Like shit from the past, like that should have been dealt with. That shit should have been released in 2023. Shadow work. If you need to keep doing it, keep fucking doing it. But anything that's caused you pain, anything that has, you know, put you like down in the heart space, that needs to be snipped, kicked to the fucking ethers. Kicked to the fucking ethers. How many more of these? Action. Have a game plan ready to roll. Action. Like I said, 2024 is the year of taking action. That's what stuck out to the most about what I just read, is that this is the year for fucking action. 2024 is the year for action. 2023 was the year for action. 2, 4, 5, 5, 5, 45, 55, as I was saying that. But like, if maybe because this reading is for some people that were slacking a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, but we all slack from time to time. Fuck me, bro. I thought this was almost over. All right, so I will take this. Judgment. I don't need to say much about this. We already talked about using your judgment. Judgment hardcore. Using your judgment hardcore. But I am very pleased to see the Nine of Cups that I was talking about. This needs to be like the default, right? No matter where you are in paradise. No matter what's going on in your life, you are in paradise, because everything could always be way worse. And so here we have Hermit. And I see some people are going to need to take a step back. Some people are going to need to, like, you're going to have all these people that want to be in your energy, that want to be around you and shit. And, you know, it's time for you to be at peace. When I fucking tell you, like, I have been so at peace the past, like, 2 weeks, I think, that I've been up here. And I have been doing exactly what this lady has been doing. I have been sitting there. I have been keeping to myself. I mean, I've been talking to some people here and there. But like for the most part, like I have just been sitting in this room, not doing shit. I mean, shit, there's nobody even here in the fucking house anymore. I'm just here with the dog, and I still like have just been chilling in my fucking room. Like, it just, learn to be at peace with being alone. If you struggle with being alone, if you're somebody like, oh, I need people 47, 47, and I know people are like, oh, like we're humans, we need human interaction. Like, yes, you do, but you need the right type of human interaction. You don't just need any type of human interaction. So find peace within being alone. And the Six of Cups, I had already talked about this. This motherfucking this need to reevaluate people in your life. If you still have people from your past in your life, and they are not hip with it, if they are not getting with the fucking program, cut them the fuck off. I will not tell you, like, one of my close friends that I've had for years, Spirit was like, hey, yo, cut them off. I mean, shit, like, Spirit had me cut off most of my fucking family. Like, will I talk to, like, 95% of them ever again? Probably not. But, you know, like, I really don't give a fuck. So, like, people from your past, if they're not getting with the program and shit, then they just need to be tossed. You just need to fucking cut ties. Like, it's 2024, bro. Oh. So, heavy emphasis on this. Like, I saw the Magician, and God was like, the Magician. Yo, if you do not actively work on your manifestations, if you are not actively engaged in, like, lighting fucking candles from time to time. Speaking of which, there's a female that had hit me up for a love spell. I just remembered that. I'm going to get that done for you. probably either tonight or tomorrow. But you need to you need to fucking hop on that, bro. And like, I'll tell you, like, so for candles, do I have a candle in here? I do not believe I do. So for candles, oh, what I personally do, you don't have to do this, everybody's different. What I personally do is I sit in like a quiet space, kind of like this, and I take my candle, and I know what you're thinking, Jordan, you're showing the enemy how you fucking manifest and shit. I really don't give a fuck, because they're nowhere near as strong as I am. So that much has been apparent by their many failed attempts at everything. Like literally, bro, the whole coven, and y'all still can't do shit. Like, fuck, you like, gotcha. I'll shut up. Anyway, so, I take this and I wrap my hands around it, close it. In the mental eye, I see my hands and I see the candle. And while I'm sitting here, I close my eyes, and then I start imagining, I start like visualizing with my mind's eye energy, like a flame almost building inside of my body. And pretty much, if you've ever seen Naruto, the episode, namely like where he's fighting Neji and all of his chakra points are blocked off, but then Neji uses his Byakugan and he sees like the red chakra going through all of Naruto's chakra points. That's like kind of what I imagine is like the fire just spreading up and going into my arms, and like I picture the energy flowing into the candle. Now it could look different for you, however like it works for you, imagine it like that. But then I picture like the palms of my hands, the energy coming out, and then I can see it in my mind's eye. I can see the energy filling the candle. And then when the candle's filled with my energy, then I'll like peel my hands off and then I light it. Because before I was just like 51 before I was just and then of course I'm thinking of what I want the candle to do for me. Because like before I would just sit here and I would just be like, as this candle burns, like, you know, do this for me. And I just feel like it wasn't as effective. So maybe that'll help you in your manifesting. Right. And we had already talked about honing in your ability to pick lovers and not karmics. So I'm not going to talk too much about this. But like I said, I feel like this is just kind of like reaffirming that there are going to be a lot of unions in 2024. There are going to be a lot of those, like your actual counterparts coming in. So I will say look forward to that. Also, if you're someone who is currently awaiting justice, I do feel like justice is going to be coming in for you. But keep your like head high, right? Don't 52. Don't like sit there and start like, oh, nothing's going to happen, like all this shit. No, just stay confident, stay centered, and just know that like you are in the right. It's like everything is in like divine timing, and we talk about it, right? But compared to up there, everything down here happens really fucking fast. Yeah, everything up there happens fast. So like, whereas God might be like, all right, make this happen for Jordan, and he snaps his fingers. Like, to him up there, it's going to look like, oh, this happened very quickly. Just because of the way that time moves and everything. But just know that, that justice is coming. But make sure that you don't bank on your own beliefs and values. Make sure you really stick to it, right? Again, this talks about like wealth, long-term stability. So make sure like your financial decisions, like I said, make sure your financial decisions are going to be benefiting you in the long run. Don't just do something just because, it might feel good. Do it because it's the right choice for you. and the King of Pentacles. So, and you know, like, it's funny that the King of Pentacles would come out right after that. The King of Pentacles is very, very smart with his money. The King of Pentacles knows what to do with his money to multiply, um, to multiply that money. So make sure you're sitting in that like King of Pentacles mindset. Let me get a couple more cards since we're almost at an hour. Ooh, the Knight of Hazards. I'm not going to stick to on this one too much because we had already talked about making sure that you're continuously working towards your goals and that you're not wavering in them. You are constantly pushing for them. Ambition. Ambition is what strikes me for this card. And I know a lot of y'all have very, very, very big dreams, so I don't need to say shit about ambition, but y'all motherfuckers, y'all need to keep that fucking ambition high. Keep it fucking high. And you know what? I'll take this off the bottom. And make sure you are saying no to temptation. Make sure that you're saying no to temptation. I cannot tell you how much. I really cannot tell you. 5-5. I really cannot tell you how much temptation enters on like the daily basis. Like, so fucking much. And like the enemy knows too. Like the enemy knows. So like one thing like I told y'all that I had like struggled with in my past was like sex addiction. And so like literally, because you know like the algorithm learns your preferences. Like I'll just be sitting there and like pretty much all my algorithms consist of are like tarot readings, like funny shit, and then like you know sometimes people will go around and they'll like do like the loyalty test and shit like that. Usually it's just those videos, but lately they're starting to put like more like attractive females and like a bunch of girls in like bikinis and like all this shit all over my page, and I'm like, I see what you're trying to do. Like you're trying to like tempt me to like go back into like a spiral, but it's not gonna fucking happen. So if you have a problem with something, you could actually be like faced with it. Another thing like from my past was like drug addiction. I had like zero willpower when it came to drugs. I don't have that problem now, thank God. But like if you're confronted with something and you can look it in the eyes and be like, I grew from that, I overcame that, I'm not going back there, that is exactly what you need to fucking do. That is exactly what you need to fucking do. We already talked about it. Avoiding conflict, tension with people, avoiding fucking unnecessary drama. If people are trying to fight with you, if people are trying to argue with you, fucking cut them loose. They have no business being in your energy. They have no business being in your fucking circle. For some of you out there, the Hanged Man, 5757, the Hanged Man. Holy fuck, I keep like looking up and seeing shit. But like you need to make sure that you are motherfucking flipping every situation on its head, right? You know, something happens and you're like, oh fuck, but then you're like, wait, let me like look at this from a different angle. Okay, I see. Like you need to make sure you're doing that with everything in 2024. Everything. And again, so if it feels like off rip, y'all are going to be having some money come in. Y'all are going to be building finances. It's very, very, very crucial in 2024 to make sure that your finances are being like kept in check, that you're not just frivolously spending shit, that you're not wasting shit, that you're buying shit that you need to do, buying shit that you need to buy, buying shit that's going to help you progress, that kind of shit, right? Let me get one more card. If one more wants to come out. And I'll take this as a sign because the Temperance was on the bottom and the Two of Pentacles at the bottom. So there is a need to make sure that you are maintaining your balance at all fucking costs. Make sure that you find the perfect balance in your life. Make sure that you're taking enough time to rest, do your self-care, skincare, whatever it is that you're doing, but make sure that you take the time to do it, because nobody else is going to take the time to make sure that you're okay. Maybe if you have a good partner, they might, but like generally speaking, you got to look out for number one, you. And so make sure that you are maintaining your balance emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, because y'all are going places. Y'all are fucking going places this year. And y'all are going to stick to your guns. I know you are. So